Hi, Democrats. Today is Thursday, November 9th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Thursday. Well, typically on Thursday, I am joined by Representative Mickey Dollens. He is off learning, expanding his knowledge on the treatment of mental health. So he's out saving the world today, and he left me here by myself. So got a couple things I want to talk about. This week, it feels like there have been really great milestones. It feels like this week I am filled with, it's a great time to be a Democrat. It's a great time to be a Democrat in Oklahoma. If you're not feeling it, stay with me. Stay with me, because truly, it is a great time to be a Democrat. Now, I've been talking to folks that I know, and I think I'm probably the only person I know who watched the debate last night, because we kind of knew what they were going to say, and who really wants to watch that. But I watched it because they may have snuck something in that we didn't know. Okay, they didn't. But I watched it. And as they were fighting over how high Nikki Haley's shoes were, and who was the toughest on Ukraine, and who can be the meanest with regards to abortion, it struck me that they are out of touch. It struck me that they are not paying attention to what the people want. They are not paying attention to the voters. And they feel like that they have gerrymandered the country in such a way that they don't really have to work hard. They feel like they have scared us about how many birthdays Joe Biden has had, that they've scared us about the economy and inflation, which has been dropping steadily for 14 months now. Scare us about how many jobs, people in job insecurity. Unemployment is the lowest it's been on a track. So it's been this low for the longest time in 50 years. They think we're not paying attention. They think that they can say words like, people are afraid and can't get a job, and that we're just supposed to believe it when we look around and most of the people we know who want a job can get a job. They think if they say that inflation is bad, that people will just ride with inflation is bad. Although there is a recent poll that was released that basically said that people do feel like that inflation is bad for other people. People feel fine within themselves, but they're worried about the other people. You know why they're worried about the other people? Because you turn on Fox News, or you listen to a Republican debate, or you get a flyer in the mail from a Republican. It tells you that the economy is bad and inflation is awful. We did hit a dip. There was a moment where inflation was crazy. But as I said before, inflation has been dropping for 14 straight months. It's getting better. We've gained jobs in every single month in every single month for the last 2 years. So don't believe the hype. So you watch the folks who are trying to scare you to the polls, or scare you away from the polls by taking away your right to vote. And then you come on over here to some hope. Come on over here where we're looking at how can we improve the lives of Americans, where the president and the Senate, who's kind of the final say, are looking at ways that they can make the world better, right? You've heard me give my speech, capping insulin prices, taking care of our veterans who were exposed to burn pits, capping the prices of prescription drugs for seniors, money for roads, bridges, and broadband. That's over here. So I am filled with hope after this week. Look at what happened Tuesday night all over the nation, right? In Virginia, where there is a Republican governor who was out bragging about as soon as he flipped both houses in the chamber to be Republican, that he was going to pass really stringent abortion laws, and he was going to do crazy things with education. And the voters turned out and they said, no, we don't want any of that. We don't want any of that. And so both chambers of their state legislature, are now Democrats, effectively making it very tough for that governor to do some of the horrible things that he planned to do. In Kentucky, a red state that had a Democratic governor who kind of squeaked it out the first time he won, but really beat his numbers in this time and mollywopped, according to all of those reports, Cameron, who he was running against. And there's a whole lot of things. We do not have time for my thoughts on that guy. But the voters came out and they said, we don't want that guy. He has blood on his hands. We don't want that guy. He is not looking out for all of Kentucky. And the voters showed up in Kentucky and elected a Democratic governor. The folks in Philadelphia elected the first woman mayor of that city, which still blows me away, but is still wonderful. In Ohio, even though they tried to flip the language and make it so that you couldn't understand, Ohio protected a woman's right to her reproductive decisions. That's just in Ohio. They also made recreational weed legal, but that's a whole nother conversation. But as I look around the country and look at all of the gains, yes, some Republicans made some gains. That's not my monkey, not my circus. I don't have to worry about that. What I care about are the gains made all over the nation for Democrats. When they keep counting us out, when they keep saying when it's a lame duck Democrat president, and when it's a Democrat president, then everywhere all over the state, Democrats lose. All over the nation, Democrats lose. Democrats are gaining ground and keeping ground. Now, I live in Oklahoma where it's very tough. But what we need is hope and grit. And I believe that we have hope and grit. And we will, in this legislative session, in this election cycle, we will make gains. Because we are recruiting quality candidates who are already out there on the doors, who are already making phone calls and being at events, shaking hands and meeting the voters. That gives me hope. I think we're at a place where we're going to make a move. No, we are not going to wake up a year from now and be blue. But we will make moves so that more decisions are made that encompass all of Oklahoma. So that's how I feel, and I hope, there's that word again, I hope that if you are a Democrat in Oklahoma, you have some hope. It doesn't feel like there's not a chance. We have a wonderful candidate running in a special election down in Lawton, in Larry Bush, who's out there knocking the doors, building volunteers, and doing the work that's going to take to add one more seat to our state legislature in the state Senate. If you're sitting around bored this weekend, because it's a long weekend, I want you to consider joining the statewide phone bank. Join the statewide phone bank and start calling folks in Lawton and reminding them of the election, because that's what it's going to take in a special election. It's a turnout race. And we can, if we make enough Democrats aware, help them make a plan to vote, we can actually flip that seat. I have hope. We have a special election in Edmond in the House. We haven't gotten down to the one candidate. We have two. This is another one of those opportunities where Democrats don't have to settle for just the Democrat who decided to run. There's a choice. There are two Democrats on the ballot for House District 39. We have Reagan Roth and Paul Timmons. You have a choice. So get out there and meet both those candidates and make a decision. It's not hopeless. It's only hopeless when we decide to give up hope. So I hope that you will hang out with me and hang on to hope. Hope sees the truth and still believes in better. I see the truth. I know what we're dealing with in Oklahoma, but I believe that we can do better if we all get together and decide we want better. So when I say better, let's talk about better than this. I have a video I want to show you.
The election was rigged. The election was stolen. We have an election that's coming up very quickly, but 1 year is a long time. For 4 years, nothing happened. I've been indicted. They indicted me. He indicted me. I'm indicted. I'm being indicted. Political indictment. Biden indictment. I got one here. I got one there. I have one there. I have one here. I'm being indicted for you. Thanks a lot, everybody. These people are sick. I must have cheated by a lot. 2024 is our final battle. We're people with common sense. We're going to build a dome right around this country. And these stupid idiots come in and they say, oh, we don't want to do that. They don't like sending out their ballots into the open atmosphere. They make paper now. Watermark paper that's amazing. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Roseanne Barr. Little pump. Bacon. Bacon. Your favorite president, me. Pneumonia time, right? Hannibal Lecter. He was a nice fellow. He loves MAGA, and he's all man. You sit and wait for hours and then are notified that the plane won't leave. This country's going to hell.
We deserve better. All righty. So I hope that you will reach out to your county party and figure out how you can help. Can you donate your time? Can you donate your treasure? Can you donate your talent? It's going to take all of us to make a difference in our state. It's going to take all of us to elect more Democrats up and down the ballot. It's going to take all of us to find folks to run. So please reach out to your county party. If you're in Oklahoma City, you're lucky. You can reach out to your county party or the state party, but please reach out and figure out how you can help. Well, today is Thursday, November 9th. Tomorrow is Friday, November 10th. It is the day that we are celebrating Veterans Day. So I won't be here tomorrow. I will be off celebrating Veterans Day with my favorite veteran. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back here Monday at 4:15.